Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here, and today I want to discuss with you guys a buff that I really think Wargaming needs to take a look at and think about implementing. And my position on buffing this particular ship has actually changed. If you would have asked me in like June, July-ish if I thought the ship needed to be buffed, I would have said no, not really. It's on the weaker side, but it's good enough to get by, and if you play it right, manage your damage con, and heals right, you'll be alright. But several things have changed since the summer, and the ship I am talking about is, of course, well, obviously by the title of this video, the French Tier 10 battleship Republique. Now, the Republique, when it first came out, I was actually quite excited about it. It's the first tier 10 that I actually free XP'd up through the line to get. Well, I didn't really free XP up through the whole line. I got the Richelieu in a container when... This is the French battleships was the first time they did like the, ooh, you can get some of the tech ships in the container before they actually come out type of event. And I bought a pack of 20 containers, and I got the Richelieu on the second one, and then the Leon, and then the Bretagne. I didn't get the Normandy until later, but I got like 3 out of the 4 ships from one purchase. So I had the Richelieu, so I free XP'd up through the Alsace, which actually I probably should have just bought that one first. But anyway, I got the Republique, took it out day 1, and I was pleasantly surprised by it. It's a unique tier 10 because it has 4 guns and a turret, but it only has 2 turrets, and they're set up on either end of the ship. So it's kind of like a roided up Graf Spee. And it's got really good secondaries. It's got good AA if you build for it. I like to call the Republique a modular battleship, because whatever you build it for, it will be good in. If you build it for the main batteries, you're going to have a really nice main battery set. If you build it for the secondaries, you're going to have some really, really strong secondaries. If you build it for AA, you're going to have a really great AA. But at the end of the day, one problem does plague the ship, and that is that it is extremely squishy. 32 millimeters of armor all the way around, decks 32, side armor's 32. I mean, don't get me wrong, you do have some nice 400 millimeters of armor over parts of the Citadel, but it's still covered in 32 millimeters of armor, so it eats HE all day long. And back in the summer, or even before then, not really that much of a problem. You just manage your damage con, hold off on those, putting just 1 or 2 fires out, and you manage your heal. Fine, you can throw a adrenaline rush on there. Heck, you take some fire damage or some random AP pins. You got a faster reload. The main battery guns reload in 20 seconds if you use the module, the reload module, and it was fine, And yeah, back then you really only had to deal with the Conqueror in terms of HE spam, and that was a pain. I have a clip on the channel way back when a Conqueror actually knocks out half of my secondaries and all of my AA in one salvo when I'm bow on to him. Yep. I mean, that was the only ship you really had to worry about dealing with the Republique. I mean, worry extra about. Of course you don't want to. It's not, the Republic isn't a ship you can just fling at whatever ship you want to and it's going to come out on top. Heck no. But the Conqueror was the only one that you had to really worry too much about. Then the meta changed. Well, not that the meta changed, that the HE meta just increased so much. You got the Haruga and the Wusta in the game now, and it seems like Wargaming is just trying to push for HE and damage over time now, rather than AP, especially toward battleships. Because back in the day when I started playing, yeah, HE spam was a thing and it was pretty prevalent, but it was nowhere near as bad as it is now. The ships you had to worry about back then with like the Moyne, the Zal, the Hindi, and like the gearing maybe. In terms of HE spam, battleships didn't use HE. You only used HE in a battleship if you were in a bow-on fight and the other person refused to turn at all. Then you'd switch to HE. Then the Conqueror came along, and I think the Conqueror, when it got introduced and it was just slinging HE everywhere, a couple other battleship players, not a couple, more than a couple, were like, Hey, that Conqueror's getting away with HE spam. Let me try it. And it's just, oh my god. And then the Harugumo and the Wusta got added, and the other American light cruisers, and the Akazuki. Oh, you also have to worry about the, of course, the Khabarovsk. That thing you couldn't catch because it was so freaking fast. It still is fast. So it's much more of an HE spammy game now, and the thing about the Republic is it just eats HE all day. And now in a game where you have Wustos and Harugumos everywhere, it's annoying. It's really, really annoying because your ship is so spongy to HE, and you can't really deal with it too much. I mean, you can damage con it if they start 3 fires, but that doesn't change the fact that they can still pen your armor because you have 32 millimeters of armor everywhere. So it's gotten to the point to where it's actually a bit enraging for me to play Republic. I mean, don't get me wrong, like the game you're seeing now, I had a great game in Republic. Yeah, I can still have great games in Republic, but it just feels like it just stings so much more now in Republic. And I'm finding that I'm just not surviving as long as I would in another battleship, another tier 10 battleship. Because in the Republic, you slip up, you get caught in the open, and there's a Wusto or Harugumo nearby. They're gonna go for you because they know they can farm the crap out of you with their HE. And I mean, yeah, I slip up, I'm supposed to get punished, but sheesh, it just stings so much more. And, you know, for this one good game that I have here, I have several games where I did like 50, 60k, and I'm dying to HE spam, not really AP, because you can still angle for AP in the Republic, and the Republic does have pretty trollless armor sometimes when it comes to AP, but still overall it does eat AP way more than the other tier 10s, because it does have lighter armor. And the thing about the Republic is, you know, the whole French, well, not just the Republic, the whole French battleship line is you're trading this armor for speed, but the Republic is locked at a 30 knots top speed if you're not using the engine boost. Well, what am I trading my armor for? I should be able to go faster than the other tier 10s if I have less armor. You know, that's the whole idea. I shouldn't have to use a speed boost to get up to 32 knots, you know. I should be able to get to at least 32 or 33 knots and then use my speed boost to maybe hit like 36, 38 knots. Because this is supposed to be a fast battleship. That's the whole idea of the French line. Their battleship's supposed to be faster than their tech line counterparts. Now, than their other tech lines. Now, does it really need to go like 36, 38 knots? No, if they would increase it like 32 or 33 knots base and then boost it to like maybe 34, 35, 36-ish, that'd be cool. Because it would give them the speed advantage that they're supposed to have without the speed boost. But I'm not really sure why they capped it at 30. So that's one thing I think they need a buff. The other thing they need a buff is, I would say, the heal. Give it just a bit more powerful heal. Does it need a low heal like the Conqueror? God, no. No, it does not. But just a bit more, because you eat HE so much more in this ship. And again, does it have to repair 60% of the ship's health like the British ones? No, maybe 30, 40-ish. That'd be really nice. It wouldn't be that big of a buff, but it would certainly help the survivability of the Republic out some, because otherwise you'd have to spend a lot of captain points and modules building a survivability build, and you're trading a lot of damage output from those captain skills, you know, because you put them into survivability instead of damage, helping your damage output increase. So you're losing a lot of damage output. And I don't think you should have to do that just to survive for about as long as the other tier 10 battleships. I really don't think you should have to do that. And I get that the main battery guns, they reload fast, but I mean, still look the positioning of them. One in the front, one in the back. You only have 8 guns. That was already, you know, part of the downside of playing the Republic, and I accepted that. But then they went and nerfed battleship AP versus destroyers. So now, how am I supposed to fight destroyers with my main battery guns? And I get the Republic has really great secondaries, but my God, are they made of glass or what? like I told you guys before, I've had half of my secondaries get taken out in one Conqueror salvo before. Okay? That's a Conqueror. To normal HE spam, it's not uncommon for me to lose 5, 6, 7 secondaries within 2-3 minutes. They're that fragile, and I have the secondary module equipped on the Republic. So they're dying really fast. I mean, not dying, they're getting broken really fast. So when destroyers do pop up, almost half of my secondaries are gone sometimes. Because with Republic, I like to get in there. That's my play style. And the Republic has great secondaries, fast reloading guns. It's a fast and maneuverable ship. The way I've always played the Republic is you're supposed to charge in, outrun the enemy battleship's guns, and get at their citadel. That's how I play Republic, and that's how I've been playing Republic, and that's how I assume Republic's supposed to be played. It's not really that great at sniping. I mean, it can, don't get me wrong. It has great velocity and great accuracy, so you can snipe with it. Which I don't know if Wargaming is trying to push battleships more into that artillery supporting fire role or what, because it certainly seems like that's what they're moving toward with battleships, with all these changes they're implementing. The concealment nerf, the BBAP nerf. It's like they're trying to force battleships out of getting into those fights, into those close range brawls, which I hate that they're doing that. I mean, I've been bum rushed by so many destroyers since this AP nerf. Some of them with varying degrees of success, because some of them choose to rush me when I'm still surrounded by teammates for some reason. The smarter ones attempt to bum rush me when I'm by myself, which has better results for them. But it's just strange with what Wargaming is trying to do with all these changes, and Republic's really suffering from it, in my opinion. And don't get me wrong, Republic's a great ship. I've had many an amazing battle in Republic. It's just that I feel that she just needs a couple of tweaks since all these nerfs and changes are coming out. And again, this is all 125% my opinion. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What other ships need some rework since this all these changes are coming out? Let me know in the comments down below too. So again, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. We are on our way to 1,500 subscribers now. We recently passed 1,000 last Sunday, and we're already at 1,020 as of me recording this. So again, thank you guys so much for the support and watching my channel, and I hope to see all of you guys in the next one.